Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. So today, a couple stories to talk over. Obviously, the Bitcoin is starting to kind of rebound a little bit. So we'll get into that. But first, we have a couple stories on Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, and his views on the market and what he's doing to prepare for a possible market crash. Then we also have Ukraine legalizes cryptocurrencies. We also have possibly more countries going in after El Salvador. After El Salvador obviously legalized Bitcoin as legal tender. And then we have a short video for you guys from, what's his name, Hoskinson, regarding the Bitcoin legal tender in El Salvador. So why don't we get into the sticks here really quick, and then we'll get into the news stories. So looking at, I was actually looking at Cardano or Solano here, but Bitcoin, obviously the big boy in the space here. Bitcoin is starting to pull up a little bit for the day. It's up to 46,347. Right now, it looks like the resistance is going to be the 47,000 mark for it. We have to see if we can get above that. It bounced off nicely, or came close to that. What is this? This is the 50-day moving average. So if it keeps bouncing off of that, and we can get past the 47,000 mark, we can be back on track to our possible all-time high this year, later on this year at the end. We'll have to keep an eye on, obviously, RSI is nice and low, so we're looking good there. This is on the daily chart. Ethereum is bouncing off of the 20-day chart, which is good. RSI has come back down, and right now we're fighting that 20-day moving average. If we can stay above it, we've obviously stayed above our previous resistance, which now becomes our support here at 3,300 roughly, and then our new resistance is the 3,900 mark, 3,950 roughly. Cardano is up nicely today. It's obviously coming back. We're seeing nice candles pulling back up, and it's retesting the 20-day moving average. So right now it came up to it and got rejected a little bit, so we want to see that pull up above it. And then obviously our resistance right now on Cardano is at around 295, give or take a couple pennies. But it's kind of like where our resistance is right now. If we can get above that, we'll do fine. Litecoin is between the 20-day and the 50-day moving average right now. Its resistance is the 20-day, which is at 186 roughly, and it is at 183 right now. DOGECOIN is at 25 cents right now. It's between the 200-day and the 50-day, so no clear path right now. Our side is looking good. Stellar is below right now the 250 and 20-day moving averages. We obviously want to see that get above those. So right now it looks like resistance is kind of at 34, 33 cents. Looks like it. We'll keep an eye on that one. Solano is the only one that has been pretty much unfazed by everything that's gone on in the market the last week, which is really astounding to see that there is so much demand for Solano right now and so much hype. It's a little concerning. Like I said before, it's getting a little, well, on the RSI it's over 91, so I don't know how much longer it can sustain that without a nice correction. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. And then we'll look at the mining stocks here. Hive blockchain is down 2 cents pre-market right now. Mara is up 29 cents pre-market to 37.58. Bitfarms is up 1 penny to 5.93 pre-market, and Riot is up 43 cents to 30.82 pre-market, and Hut is up or down pre-market 1 penny. We do have some story on Riot reporting their August production, I believe. So I'll create a video later on today for you guys and post that out probably in the afternoon, going over that. Okay, looking at the cryptocurrency markets, market cap. Market cap is up 4% over the day. We're at 2.2 trillion, which is good to see. We're still seeing, obviously, things in the red for the 7-day for the most part, but we are starting to see green on the 1 hour and the 24-hour chart. So Cardano is up 8.5%, which is great. Ethereum is up 1.5% on the day. Binance Coin is up 2%. Solana is up 27%. And wow, Solana just took over the 6th spot from XRP. XRP obviously has had a rough week. It went down 9.1%. So Solana is moving up, number 6 now. It used to be number 7. DOGECOIN is up 2.1% on the day, and then Polkadot is up 4.4% on the day. So let's take a look at the stories here. We'll take first Robert Kiyosaki. So Rich Dad Poor Dad, author Robert Kiyosaki is hoarding Bitcoin, gold, and silver and plans to scoop up bargains once the market crashes. So we'll just go over the main topics here. Robert Kiyosaki is betting on Bitcoin, gold, and silver in preparation for an epic market crash. So he's market in like regular stock market crash. The Rich Dad Poor Dad author advises investors to be patient and wait for bargains. Obviously, sell the dip, or not sell the dips, buy the dips, right? Dollar cost average in if you can. Kiyosaki expects the U.S. dollar to slump in value and interest rates hikes to spark a sell-off. So that was interesting to see. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to cover in here. Here we go. My rich dad's words of wisdom. Always remember, Las Vegas was not built on winners, he said. I would add, neither was Wall Street. Be careful in 2021. Future losers are everywhere. So something to be mindful of, obviously. And the next story is Ukraine. Ukraine is the latest country to legalize Bitcoin as the cryptocurrency slowly goes global. So prior to this, Ukraine did not have any cryptocurrency laws or crypto laws. So it's kind of like gray area for them a little bit. But now this makes it a lot more palatable for businesses and people to be able to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, giving them some more regulation. So in a nearly unanimous vote, the Ukrainian parliament adopted a law that legalizes and regulates cryptocurrency. The bill was set in motion in 2020 and it now heads to the desk of President Vladimir Zelensky. Until today, dealing in crypto in Ukraine has existed as a legal gray area. So Ukraine is the fifth country in as many weeks to lay down some ground rules for the cryptocurrency market, a sign that government around the world are realizing that Bitcoin is here to stay. It is. There's no evading it. You either get into it or you can be burned by it eventually. In nearly a unanimous vote, the Ukrainian parliament adopted a law that legalizes and regulates cryptocurrency. The bill was set in motion in 2020 and now heads to the desk of President Vladimir Zelensky. Until today, crypto in Ukraine existed in a legal gray area. Locals were allowed to buy and exchange virtual currencies, but companies and exchanges dealing in crypto were often under close watch by law enforcement. So that will obviously change. So that gives them a better business environment, obviously, for those types of companies to get in and grow in that country. So that's all good news. According to the Kiev Post, authorities have trended toward taking a combative stance when it comes to virtual cash, regarding it as a scam, raiding crypto-related businesses, and often confiscating expensive equipment without any grounds. In August, for example, a security service of Ukraine, SBU, blocked a network of what it called clandestine cryptocurrency exchanges running in the capital city of Kiev. The SUB claimed these exchanges were facilitating money laundering and providing anonymity of transactions. The new legislation also spells out certain protections against fraud for those who own Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And in the first, for the Verkhovna Rada, lawmakers have taken a stab at defining core terminology in the world of crypto. If signed by the president, virtual assets, digital wallets, and private keys are terms that will be enshrined in Ukrainian law. So congrats to Ukraine. Thinking positively, obviously, this is a good sign. This is good news for the overall crypto market. So this is good, bullish. Good news there. More on this. So more countries to follow El Salvador's Bitcoin move, Cardano creator says. El Salvador Bitcoin acceptance is a major win for the cryptocurrency industry, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson believes. So following El Salvador's historic adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender on Tuesday, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson predicted that a lot more countries will eventually follow the Latin American nation's footsteps. El Salvador became Bitcoin acceptance further legitimizes the belief that people should be in control of their money, Hoskinson said in his Congratulations Bitcoin YouTube video on Tuesday. And we'll watch a little part of that. I think it was actually a very good talk that he had. The Cardano founder expressed confidence that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are the future of money, as the younger generations will inevitably trigger mass adoption of crypto. The majority of people under the age of 25 have a positive view on cryptocurrencies, and a lot of them own them. That is also true. That's the future. Their children will grow up with those values and those beliefs about the nature of money, he said. Hoskinson further predicted that more countries all over the world will move into the cryptocurrency industry by accepting crypto as part of a diverse government structure, stating, in the coming years, many more nation-states will use crypto as part of their financial monetary policy, either as reserves in their central banks or using cryptocurrency rails for central bank settlements, or potentially just simply taking a cryptocurrency, as El Salvador has done, and make it the national currency. So good news there. And we have a tweet from Edward Snowden. Today, Bitcoin was formally recognized as legal tender in its first country. Beyond the headlines, there is now pressure on competing nations to acquire Bitcoin, even if only as a reserve asset, as its design massively incentivizes early adoption. Latecomers may regret hesitating. And that is true. Obviously, we're seeing price appreciation in Bitcoin and other things. It's a scarce asset, basically. 21 million is all that's ever going to be created. There's already 18 million out there, so not a lot of many more millions of Bitcoins out there. So let's get into the video here really quick. There it is. Here, let's take a listen.
Bitcoin has grown to a point where not only do nation states now take it seriously, today a nation state decided to embrace it at a level of making it legal tender. This is a moment for our entire industry, regardless of whether you live in the Bitcoin sphere or outside of it, in the altcoin sphere, the alternative coin. It is a moment to reflect how far we've gone in 12 years' time from a single inventor or inventors, small group, inspired by ideas that came a long time ago, from the 1980s to 1990s to the 2000s, to create something that was an experiment, not really intended to succeed, but rather prove a point, to potentially the currency of the world. Right now, the currency of the nation state of El Salvador. It's a pretty remarkable journey if you think about that. There frankly is nothing in human history that has grown that quickly, that aggressively, and has inspired this degree of philosophical conversation, polarization, and opinions to form. Now, within our own industry, we certainly have very strong differences of opinion about technology and sustainability and how things ought to be done. But today is really not a time for that. Today is a more fundamental time to recognize that the contributions of every innovator in this industry have collectively led to a point where every single nation state from here on forward has to actually have a cryptocurrency strategy, cryptocurrency regulation, a view on how cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology are going to be used or misused for their national interests. It's a pretty remarkable achievement that something so nascent, small, and without any centralized coordination has been able to accomplish this. And it makes me proud to be in this industry, and it makes me proud to know many of the innovators who have achieved this. And as I said, we all have differences of opinion and strong personalities. And at times we say harsh things, especially over Twitter. But at the end of the day, there is more that unites us than divides us, if we're being intellectually honest. And we're not alone anymore. Back in 2011, it was a very small group of people, probably tens of thousands on Bitcoin Talk and Reddit and a few other places, some meetup groups here and there, good place to get a beer, but that's pretty much it. Now, in 2021, the movement is in at least the tens of millions, if not over 100 million people. The majority of people under the age of 25 have a positive view of cryptocurrencies, and a lot of them own them.
So there you have it. All positive. Obviously, a great speech by Hoskinson here. Yeah, I just want to congratulate Bitcoin. Obviously, we've come a long way from 12 years ago where it was just used for illicit things, Silk Road, everything else. But that's where everything starts out as. Wherever the money goes, that's where things go. So congratulations to Bitcoin and the Bitcoin developers, everybody else out there. First of all, thank you for the creators of Bitcoin. We wouldn't be here without it. It's taken us 12 years, but it's been a short 12 years where now a nation state actually accept Bitcoin as a legal tender. So that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Obviously, if you like this type of content, please subscribe. Helps me out. Hit the like button and the notification bell. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Until then, have a great day.